A give to Cook out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he... Out of bounds.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
46 to Mike, 46. Let's go, defense.
Our time. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. That is caught. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Hall. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
One more time with Hall. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Hall again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return, this is Turpin. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Prescott. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And down he goes goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter.
On the return, this is Turpin.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb laying himself out in the end zone. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in this third quarter. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Cook up the gut. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is?
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 57 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Oh, a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Coming to you, coming to you. Check 26, check 26. Under 10, under 10, 10.
They'll run with Hall. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Slam, slam, slam. Shift, shift, shift. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. This pass out wide to Hall. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets are once again back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. A
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Prescott on first down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Slot man moves right. Prescott now on second down.
That is incomplete. We've talked about it, Cede, even it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Third and long for Prescott. Forced out to his left.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
Pollard will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Pollard one more time.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard taking it in from a yard out.
And the Cowboys have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's Wilson to throw. He sets to fire deep. And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Play action now. Prescott. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. On play action, Prescott. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 111 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 8.
46 to Mike, 46. All day.
Wilson. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Hall ought to give up the middle. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Now it's Wilson.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
On the return, this is Turpin. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Well, Prescott here to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey.
This will get the lead up to 7. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Throwing now is Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now Wilson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
This ball intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.